The following program is a paid presentation by Maverick Multimedia Incorporated.
Autonomous vehicles under fire, literally. Chrysler has a very cool new electric vehicle concept called the Halcyon, and Aston Martin unveils the all-new Vantage for 2025. I'm Rick Walker. All that and a whole lot more coming up right here on the SST Car Show. SST is brought to you by Super Geeks. Geek out at supergeekssuperstore.com or talk to a real super geek at 1-866-248-1490. So late last year, deliveries of Cybertrucks began, but already some owners are expressing concerns about rust spots developing on their Tesla vehicles. So according to these reports, some of these trucks are developing orange spots, specks of rust under certain conditions. And that, of course, is a major concern, especially considering that these are a pricey vehicle to purchase. And they are made of stainless steel, so you would think they wouldn't rust. But according to the company that supplies the stainless steel to Tesla to produce the Cybertruck, Meade Metals, company officials say stainless steel can indeed rust under certain conditions, especially, they say, when exposed to water? Yeah. It takes water, moisture, and oxygen to cause the oxidation to produce rust on metal, and that's what some Cybertruck owners are reporting. So according to the Cybertruck Owner's Manual, Teslas lack a clear coat on the exterior stainless steel body, as seen in videos posted online. The manual advises immediate removal of any corrosive substances to prevent damage to the exterior. So this is footage from the latest Cybertruck launch or reveal, the newest model. Some people love the design, other people not so much. Me personally, I don't really care for it. In fact, I think it's one of the ugliest vehicles on the road, to be quite honest. It's just me. I don't like the lines. These Cybertrucks look like they could be used as props in the 1980s Battlestar Galactica series, which I loved. But I don't know. It's even there, while they do look futuristic, they just look clunky to me. The lines don't look finished. I generally like angles and sharp lines in automotive design, but in this case, it's just too backwards wedgy for me. But again, my personal opinion. How will these stand up over time if they are already showing some rust spots now? I don't know what to expect from them in areas where salt is used on the road. That could be a real concern for people, especially when you're spending the kind of money that they want for one of these Tesla Cybertrucks. So if you do get rust spots, I guess they can be buffed out, but this is definitely something Cybertruck owners will want to keep a very close eye on. Some people are simply not happy with autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars. So evidence of that can be found in this video from San Francisco's Chinatown, where an angry mob assaulted, vandalized a Waymo taxi cab. Waymo is the autonomous driving company that is owned by Alphabet, which is Google. People just let loose on this taxi cab, and it gets worse. And there are reasons why. Look at this guy with the skateboard smashing this thing. Not happy with these self-driving cars. Why? Well, accidents It was about a week ago. There was a cyclist in this area that was hit by a driverless vehicle. So people have safety concerns surrounding them. And now lawmakers in California are calling for tougher regulations to govern self-driving vehicles. There is proposed legislation that would require an actual human being to be behind the wheel of autonomous vehicles of a certain size and weight. That legislation, of course, not passed into law yet. But this particular incident escalated to the point where we got this. They actually set this thing on fire. Look at that. And so politicians who have been pushing for the expansion of, or the electrification of automobiles are now taking another look at this because of safety concerns. But I think the discontent with electric vehicles that are autonomously driven goes beyond safety. I think a lot of people are upset to the point where they are actually vandalizing these vehicles because they see them as a threat to employment. Self-driving vehicles replacing taxi drivers, truck drivers, even people who deliver pizza. Don't go away. SST continues right after these messages. Finally, an affordable brand name hearing solution from Signia, a global leader in hearing aid innovation, and Super Geeks. Tonight's special exclusive offer. Get cutting-edge medical-grade digital technology for just $149. Call 1-866-248-1490. Classic behind-the-ear design. Adjustable for mild, moderate, and even severe hearing loss. Traditional controls. So easy to use. Quality assured. From Signia by Siemens. Value from Super Geeks. Call 1-866-248-1490 or visit supergeekssuperstore.com. Order now.
Sally hates paying for cable TV, so she got the Super Geeks Super Tenna. Sally called 1-866-248-1490 and ordered online at the supergeekssuperstore.com. Now she watches dozens of high-definition TV channels for free. Sally gets all the major networks and specialty channels, even old classic shows. You can too, and save money every month. 100% legal. No more monthly fees. Her picture quality is as good as or better than cable. She even gets channels the cable companies don't offer. Compact enough to mount in your attic or on your balcony, and tough enough to mount on your roof. Plus, the Super Tenna comes with a video amplifier and wireless remote control. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Get smart like Sally and order your Super Tenna at supergeekssuperstore.com.
Millions suffer from hearing loss. Super Q hearing buds from Sound of Life are today's newest solution, affordable and fashionable. Only you'll know you're wearing a hearing aid, because these look like modern wireless earbuds. People will think you're using them with a cell phone or to listen to music. But Super Q hearing buds are actually high-tech digital hearing amplifiers. The reviews are conclusive. Super Q hearing buds are amazing. Recharge quickly, wear all day. Each bud is specially molded for a snug fit. One for the left ear, one for the right. Super Q hearing buds. Simple one-tap operation. Allows easy volume adjustment with digital noise reduction. Call 1-866-248-1490 to order. On sale, half price, just $129.99. Or order online at supergeekssuperstore.com. Order with no risk, quality and satisfaction guaranteed.
Do you want to know what's really going on? Get to the truth behind the headlines with freedom-focused cutting-edge programs on the all-new Maverick News Channel, The Rick Walker Show, The Freedom Reporters, and The Brendan Kennedy Show, broadcasting online every night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or watch anytime on demand at MaverickNewsChannel.com. Go to MaverickNewsChannel.com and defrag your mind. New freedom-focused journalism grounded in reality for a world that has gone insane. You are watching SST.
Chrysler has unveiled a very cool electric concept. It's called the Halcyon. Now, this vehicle, it draws design inspiration from a classic old Chrysler called the Airflow, which was in its day extremely aerodynamic and was considered to be very much ahead of its day in terms of engineering. And that is where Chrysler would like to be again in the future, in the not too distant future. In fact, Chrysler is hoping to make big inroads into the EV vehicle world in new ways by 2025 with a whole new lineup of EV vehicles, many of which will draw design and engineering inspiration from the Halcyon. Now, this vehicle apparently will be employing or could employ new charging technology that would allow it to go all the way across the country without ever plugging into a charger.
With Halcyon, charging in range will never be an issue with its unlimited miles of range, thanks to dynamic inductive charging, which allows for charging via non-contact transfer even while underway.
In addition to that, the Halcyon would be equipped with a variety of autonomous driving features, including self-parking. Plus, it also features something called stargazing mode.
The heads-up display can map constellations in the night sky, even as you're driving, taking stargazing to a whole new level.
Now, some of the tech built into the Halcyon is maybe not science fact today. It is kind of science fiction-y, but it looks like Chrysler is on the cusp of introducing new tech that could be science fact very quickly, maybe even within a year or two. And of course, you don't get all that tech without some sort of a high-tech infotainment system. And in this case, it's highlighted by a 15.6-inch touchscreen interface that can be flipped from portrait to landscape. It isn't all new in terms of technology and engineering, because the Halcyon also draws engineering inspiration from vehicles like the Chrysler minivan, which has employed stow-and-go seating. So you're getting some of that design in the Halcyon as well. So the Halcyon obviously is not in production right now. It probably will never go into production as a standalone vehicle. But it does give us an indication of where Chrysler is going in the future with its design and engineering. So look for the tech that is present in the Halcyon and the design cues to show up in future Chrysler vehicles as early as 2025. More power and updated design. Aston Martin has now revealed the new 2025 Aston Martin Vantage. It is, in a word, gorgeous. Check this thing out. It is more muscular in its overall look, and yes, it does have a whole lot more power. So let's talk about that powertrain. All the power comes from a hand-built AMG-sourced 4-liter twin-turbo V8. It produces 656 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. That's a major increase, an additional 153 horsepower and an additional 85 pound-feet of torque. With that power, you can now accelerate in the 2025 Aston Martin Vantage from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, and it has a top speed of 202 miles per hour. An incredible piece of engineering. The power flows through a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. It, of course, comes with a variety of driver assist features, including stability control, e-differential, a whole range of that kind of technology is employed here. But it's the quality and the exclusivity of the Aston Martin that really makes it a car with high appeal. Production of the new 2025 Vantage is beginning, with the first deliveries due in the second quarter of this year. Has the Canadian government declared war on cars? Well, some people certainly seem to think so, and there is evidence for it. In fact, the federal government has announced a new plan to stop building roads. In fact, it could be the first time, maybe the only time, any government anywhere in the world has ever made such an announcement. Now, to clarify, Canada's Minister of Environment, Stephen Guilbeault, has indicated that the federal government will stop building new roads, but will continue to maintain existing highways and byways. Why are they doing this? Well, the Canadian government under Justin Trudeau wants to discourage vehicle use and encourage people to cycle more, snowshoe more, and walk more.
When the Prime Minister appointed a radical activist to be the Environment Minister, we knew that this Liberal government would be implementing extreme and divisive policies, but this latest Liberal announcement takes the cake. This may be the first time that any government anywhere at any time has promised to stop building roads, but that's exactly what the Liberals have done. This extreme new policy means that these Liberals are against adding more lanes to the Trans-Canada Highway between Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley. Why do the Liberals want to kill these projects, which will help end gridlock and get people to work?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Very interesting, Mr. Speaker. He should have checked the record. It's stunning. As a BC MP, he voted against over $1 million for the 100-mile horse Loke-Ridden Road Bridge replacement in that province. It's an example of conservative hypocrisy on the other side. On the one hand, they want to stand for infrastructure investment and supporting roads. On the other hand, anytime this government has attempted to do that, they've voted against it. We'll continue to work with provinces, with municipalities to make that a reality in the future.
The Honourable Member from Chilliwack Hope.
This radical minister made it very clear that this Liberal government will no longer allow funding to go towards building roads. And it's no surprise that a guy that scaled the CN Tower or climbed on top of a premier's roof would come up with an extreme policy like building no more roads in this country.
Already we're seeing some situations where bridges are falling into disrepair and the federal government is not putting up funds to fix them. The Trudeau government, Trudeau himself, they're tanking in the polls right now, and a federal election in Canada could be called as early as sometime this year, by 2025 at the latest. And at that time, we'll see how this goes over with voters in Canada. Don't go away. There is more SST right after these messages. Finally, an affordable brand name hearing solution from Signia, a global leader in hearing aid innovation, and Super Geeks. Tonight's special exclusive offer. Get cutting-edge medical-grade digital technology for just $149. Call 1-866-248-1490. Classic behind-the-ear design. Adjustable for mild, moderate, and even severe hearing loss. Traditional controls, so easy to use. Quality assured. From Signia by Siemens. Value from Super Geeks. Call 1-866-248-1490 or visit supergeekssuperstore.com. Order now.
You want to know what's really going on? Get to the truth behind the headlines with freedom-focused cutting-edge programs on the all-new Maverick News Channel, The Rick Walker Show, The Freedom Reporters, and The Brendan Kennedy Show, broadcasting online every night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or watch anytime on demand at mavericknewschannel.com. Go to mavericknewschannel.com and defrag your mind. New freedom-focused journalism grounded in reality for a world that has gone insane.
Hey, car lovers, rev up your wardrobe. Crafted by Dickies, these long-sleeve shirts are not just stylish, they're a testament to durability. Whether you're at a car show working hard or hitting the streets, our shirts provide comfort, ease of movement, and a generous fit. Support independent automotive journalism in style. The SST Car Show logo, embroidered in stunning silver metallic thread on left breast, makes a tasteful statement. Yours for just $39.99. Order now through SuperGeeks at thesupergeeksuperstore.com or call 1-866-248-1490. Call now, 1-866-248-1490. Join the world's coolest gearheads in style. Get your SST Car Show shirt where high quality meets high octane. Order your Dickies SST Car Show shirt now.
Millions suffer from hearing loss. Super Q hearing buds from Sound of Life are today's newest solution, affordable and fashionable. Only you'll know you're wearing a hearing aid, because these look like modern wireless earbuds. People will think you're using them with a cell phone or to listen to music. But Super Q hearing buds are actually high-tech digital hearing amplifiers. The reviews are conclusive. Super Q hearing buds are amazing. Recharge quickly, wear all day. Each bud is specially molded for a snug fit. One for the left ear, one for the right. Super Q hearing buds. Simple one-tap operation allows easy volume adjustment with digital noise reduction. Call 1-866-248-1490 to order. On sale, half price, just $129.99. Or order online at supergeeksuperstore.com. Order with no risk, quality and satisfaction guaranteed.
Sally hates paying for cable TV, so she got the Super Geeks Super Tenna. Sally called 1-866-248-1490 and ordered online at the supergeeksuperstore.com. Now she watches dozens of high-definition TV channels for free. Sally gets all the major networks and specialty channels, even old classic shows. You can too, and save money every month. 100% legal. No more monthly fees. Her picture quality is as good as or better than cable. She even gets channels the cable companies don't offer. Compact enough to mount in your attic or on your balcony, and tough enough to mount on your roof. Plus, the Super Tenna comes with a video amplifier and wireless remote control. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Get smart like Sally and order your Super Tenna at supergeeksuperstore.com.
Auto shows are back. The pandemic took a heavy toll on all kinds of public events. Auto shows are no exception, but they are bouncing back. And the Canadian International Auto Show in Toronto is no exception. In fact, this year's event, 45 different manufacturers now being represented, and they have all kinds of other displays as well. I thought we'd take a quick look at their Twitter page to show you some of the highlights from this year's Canadian International Auto Show. You see right off the bat there, we have Camp Jeep, where they're driving electric Jeeps inside the building. They give people an opportunity to test drive EV Jeeps. They also have the Barbie Corvette there, some movie cars, a lot of stuff for kids. And yes, the rumors are true. Tesla is there with both their cars and their Cyber truck. So they have those on display. You'll also see a lot of exotics, sports cars, Maserati display there, General Motors, of course, there, Ford, all the major manufacturers, 45 companies in total, and a heavy emphasis on electric vehicles. There's the Cybertruck again, a big draw. I personally think I don't really care for them, but a lot of people get excited about them. And you can see cars being driven in here during the setup into the Auto Exotica area, where you're seeing high-end collectible hypercars, supercars on display. A lot of dealerships stepping up and filling the void left empty by manufacturers who still, some of them not coming back to auto shows, but in the Toronto area, manufacturers filling in where manufacturers used to have displays. Local dealers are coming online and providing the displays for this year's Canadian International Auto Show. But mostly it is still a manufacturer-driven show, and there is the Cobble Beach display in a special room with vintage automobiles, Concours quality, collectible vintage automobiles on display in there, and that is always a major highlight as well. And of course, there's just no getting away from it. It's these movie cars, things like this Batmobile Tumbler replica that will also be on display, that always draw the big crowds. People love those movie cars. So if you're in the vicinity, maybe even in Buffalo, it's worth the drive over the border to come over to the convention center in downtown Toronto and check out this year's Canadian International Auto Show. Well, friends, it's been a fantastic show. That's all the time we have for this episode of SST. So until next time, I'm Rick Walker reminding you, when you can't get to the car show, we will bring the car show to you online at SSTcarshow.com. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.
Multimedia production.